Welcome to the podcast series, Small Business Survival Conversations. Through our weekly conversations, we hope to provide you with strategies and insights, knowledge and expertise to enlighten you as you work to build and grow your business. Here are your hosts, Anna Steinfest and Dr. Michael Troyer.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Small Business Survival Conversations. I'm here with Anna Steinfest. Hi, Anna.
Hello, everyone.
And I'm Dr. Michael Troyer. And here we are with 4 tips to grow your business. Where do we need to start with this, Anna? How do we grow our business?
Well, number one, we suggest this in the past, but now we're giving you more concrete tips, is to examine your business away from your business. So you have to step away from your office. Make sure that you block time on your calendar to work on your business, which means that you're not involved with any operations at that time.
I remember talking to a business person, and he kept hearing sounds out on the factory floor, and he'd look around, and there was this urge to leave me for a moment to see what was going on. He couldn't think about his business because he was so wrapped up in his business. So we were saying you need to set aside, maybe during the week or the month, sometime when you get away from that office and can't be interrupted, and you just reflect on where things are. I love to do it in the car when I'm on a road trip and say, all right, how can I improve my business? You can't do that while you're in the middle of things every day with problems being tossed on your desk constantly. Take a walk. Set aside a Friday afternoon when you're going to close the door and turn the phone off and say, what do I need to do to make this business better? That's the big picture thinking that you need to do.
And close your door, maybe meditate also.
Yes, it can be one.
Because, then your mind kind of calms down and you have fresh perspective once you go from this meditative state and you look at the business. Again, you're looking on the business. You don't care about every trivial problems you have. You're looking more strategically or more forward, futuristic, how your business can scale up or how it can become better.
Yeah. My favorite exercise equipment is a recumbent bike. It's kind of a mindless thing. You sit there and you rotate the wheel against the magnet or whatever. What are you going to do while you do your 30 minutes? While you think. The nice thing is to think about the business, not what Sarah just complained about or Ted did to somebody else, but rather, where can I go with this business? That's a wonderful time to reflect about those bigger issues you want to confront. All right, that's one tip. Here's a second one.
Number 2 is put yourself in your customer's shoes.
You know how many times I've had to try to assemble something from a box, and I'm trying to put the parts together, and it's very clear the person who wrote the instructions never did the assembly because the instructions are all wrong. We're saying that in a little larger terms. Put yourself in your customer's shoes. Have you ever gone through the process of trying to find and buy and use your own product or service? Well, maybe early on, but I'm not sure more recently. Think about it.
Or if you ask customer to do it or show you or tell you how they're using it also, and in your head mentally, you have to make sure that they're going through the same steps you already indicate or you already instructed them to do it. Are they doing it wrongly? And in fact, our suggestion also is if you have any complaints, look at them. They're the best feedback you can ever receive, because once you look at their feedback, you will know which parts of your product you should be correcting or improving. You should not be hating the haters, I should say. They're not haters. They took the time to share with you their feedback. Take it with grain of salt and just try to improve your product or service.
We take that complaint way too personally. Oh, they've attacked me. No, it's actually that complaint's, as Anna's so clearly saying, is an opportunity. Fix what's causing the complaint so that they come back and say, wow, they fixed it and this really works now. So look for ways to get rid of that frustration that they've got or that extra effort they have to apply. Find a way to make it better. And they're a wonderful source for that, for insights.
Number 3 is observe, 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 and ask, ask, ask. We already mentioned it in the previous, when you put yourself in customer shoes, but we want to make sure that it's separate.
Yeah. I think, for example, you don't know what you don't see. So it's not only looking and talking to them, but it's really watching how they use your product. That may tell you things even without asking them. In fact, one of the cautionary notes is when you ask them, what do you think of my product? The first words they're going to tell you is that they like it. Why? Because they want to please you. I want to hear what their third comment is. Well, I struggle with this piece. Well, that you get from observation, and you get that from asking a second round or a third round. All right, but tell me really, what's going wrong here? What could I do to improve the product? Do they have to buy 2 other things to work with my product to get their problem solved? Well, then I ought to be offering those 2 other things with my product to help solve the problem, for example.
And a lot of times we will have surveys. We will send surveys out to our customers, but the surveys are the questions we want to ask them. We suggest that you have a very open questions, or even ask them, hey, how do you use our product or service? They will tell you, not you telling them, how do you feel about the color or this feature or that feature? No, you don't do that, because in this case, you will not receive a good feedback. That's our opinion on that.
And another thing, by the way, not only can you talk to your customers about this, but you could talk to your employees about this. Earlier in my career, I used to use something called the SWOT list, SSWDAH. Simple, those are the first letters of 6 words. What's the stupid stuff we do around here? You probably never dared to ask your employees, what's the stupid stuff we do around here? But they are acutely aware of things that just aren't working in the process, or things they're tripping over constantly. Ask them. Let them tell you, we could improve the rate of our productivity if you would just stop making us do it this way and we could do it that way. And not be offended by a good idea. So ask them the SWOT list. What's the stupid stuff we do around here that annoys you? That if we eliminated it, we can be more productive. So observe, and ask of everybody.
That's a very good point, Michael. Yes, employees, we forget sometimes about the employees, but they're on the front line. They're the ones who build our product, or they're the ones who interact with our customers. They know more than we give them credit sometimes. So yeah, thank you for the reminder. And our last tip for today is explore other industries.
Sometimes we think, we don't want to talk to our competitors because they're in the same industry and they may or may not share us good insights. But when you keep confronting a particular problem, how do we deliver this product? How do we find a better channel? How do we get past this barrier that we're facing? You can find some really good solutions by looking outside your industry at other industries and discover ways they do it. I remember reading at one point about a company that was trying to figure out how to launch a men's grooming product. And so they watched what Red Bull did to reach their particular audience. Red Bull is, an energy drink. It has nothing to do with men's grooming, but they found a solution looking in this other place. So we all need to do that.
Absolutely. This gives you a fresh approach for your current challenge. Mm-hmm. It's extremely important, and that's where innovation happens. Or sometimes you can take one idea and just bring it to your industry or improving your product and build on that. Create something totally different. But like Michael said, watch how some other industries are doing and how do they approach the market? What is their marketing strategy? How do they communicate with their customers? Can you take some of this and apply to your business?
Every business has processes. Every business has certain ways they do things. Look out beyond to see what fresh ideas. In fact, I remember reading a book about Virgin Airways and Virgin Records. I'm trying to think of the entrepreneur for the moment who's famous for what he did. He was always looking at other industries for ways he could take the industry he wanted to be in and make it better. So Virgin Airways really stepped away from the other airlines because he saw other ways to get those processes done. Southwest did the same thing. They took ideas from other industries. So explore other industries for good ideas.
So our 4 tips to grow your business are: examine your business away from your business. Number 2, put yourself in your customer's shoes. Number 3, observe, ask. And number 4 is explore other industries.
There we go. Good luck, everyone.
Thank you.
You've been listening to the Small Business Survival Conversation podcast. Make sure to like, rate, and review the show. And don't forget to join us next week for another episode. In the meantime, hook up with us on our Facebook group at Small Business Survival Tools and Tips. Till next time, thank you for listening.